Hello and welcome to this second session on prose. I am Dr. Samina Azhar from Department of English at the Bhopal School of Social Sciences. In the previous session, we discussed definition, origin, meaning of prose. We also discussed some salient features of prose, and we finally concluded with a discussion on the varieties of prose. In this session, we are going to talk about forms of prose. There are five major forms of prose: fictional prose, non-fictional prose, heroic prose, prose poetry, and purple prose. Let us begin with fictional prose. Fictional prose describes imaginary situations, settings, and characters. It has subjective approach, so it depends on the perspective of the author. Writer's creativity helps the reader in fictional prose to visualize the world of fantasy and fabrication. Non-fictional prose is based on facts, actual events, or real people. The purpose of non-fictional prose is to inform and educate readers by presenting accurate and truthful information. Let us take some examples of fictional and non-fictional prose. Short story, novel, novella, they come under fictional prose. Non-fictional prose, we have biographies, autobiographies, travelogue, letter, academic textbooks, and essays. Let us compare fictional prose with non-fictional prose. On the basis of meaning, fictional prose is based on imagination, whereas non-fictional prose discusses true events, facts, and information. Fictional prose is subjective and non-fictional prose is objective. Flexibility is there in fictional prose. You can change characters, you can change settings, but as non-fictional prose is based on facts, you can't change the facts. Then readers are supposed to follow and understand the abstractly presented theme in fictional prose, whereas direct presentation of information is there in non-fictional prose. The purpose of fictional prose is to entertain the readers, whereas the purpose of non-fictional prose is to inform and educate the readers. References may or may not be given in fictional prose, but in non-fictional prose, references must be given. Perspective of fictional prose depends on character or narrator, whereas non-fictional prose perspective is solely dependent on author. Next we have heroic prose. It is meant to be recited, and heroic prose is all about the stories of bravery and travel in which good triumphs over evil. It uses rhyme and has slightly rhythmic structure, which is different from the non-metrical structure of real prose, but this slightly rhythmic structure is to enhance the effects of being read out loud. Next is prose poetry. It is poetry written in verse instead of verse form, and it adds a lyrical or aesthetic value to the writing. Figurative language or expressions are used in this form of prose. We have metaphors and imagery in this form, and other literary devices are used to create a similar reactions in reader that poetry would, but at the same time maintaining prose style. Next we have purple prose. Purple prose is flowery and ornate writing. On your right hand side, you can see a paragraph and you can make it out from the words used in this paragraph, like dark and stormy night, crashing with the sounds of thunder, yellow light streaked across the night sky, illuminating the thick grey clouds and the trees below, onslaught of rain pattering against the leaves in most deafening rhythm. These words, heavy words we call them, decorative words, are used in purple prose. And the purpose is to create melodrama through words. Purple prose is characterized by long sentences, multisyllabic words, excessive emotion, and plethora of cliches. It is typically melodramatic and often too poetic. With this, we end our second session on prose. Thank you for watching.